The moon.
Moon, the brightest object in the night sky, has emotional binding with the people of Earth. Children have always been attracted to the beauty and brightness of the moon and hence call it Chanda Mama. Various festivals are celebrated in India in relation to the position of the moon. Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth and is the fifth largest in our solar system. It is the brightest object in the sky after the sun, although its surface is actually very dark, with a similar reflectance to coal. It has no light of its own. Then, how does it shine? How does it give off light in the night sky? Actually, moon does not emit light. Instead, it just reflects the light which it gets from the sun. It revolves around the Earth and also rotates on its own axis and completes a revolution and a rotation in the same time. That is, in 27 days, 8 hours. There is no water or air on the moon, so it is very hot during day and very cold during night. Neil Armstrong was the first man to land on the moon on July 21st, 1969. Can you tell what is the shape of the moon? Sometimes it appears perfectly round, but is it the same throughout the month? Or are there some nights where the sky is without moon? Yes, moon cannot be seen for certain days. But why is it so? As we have talked earlier, the moon is a non-luminous body. That is, it has no light of its own. Only that part of the moon which reflects sunlight is visible, as the moon revolves around the Earth and the Earth revolves around the sun. The relative position of the moon and the Earth with respect to the sun changes with time. These changes in position of the moon result in changing shapes of the moon, which is called the phases of moon. The phases of moon depend upon its position in relation to the sun. The moon waxes, means the lit up portion increases, and wanes, meaning lit up portion decreases as it moves around the sun. When the moon is in between the sun and the earth, the sunlight reflected from the moon cannot reach us. Hence, we cannot see the moon. It is called the new moon day or Amavasya. On the next day, the visible part of the moon is crescent moon. The remaining part of the moon is fairly visible because the sunlight reflected from the earth falls on the moon. The size of the visible part of the moon goes on increasing, and within a week and a half of its face becomes visible. It is also called first quarter or half moon. The increase in visible part of the moon continues, and on the 15th day, when the earth comes between the sun and the moon, its full face becomes visible. It is called full moon, also known as Purnima. After full moon, the size of the visible part of the moon goes on decreasing every night, and after another 15 days again, the new moon is formed.